What would happen if the Mavericks and Hawks trade never went down for Luka Doncic and Trae Young? Well, let's see what happened in this video.
Yeah, you heard that right. Luka Doncic is now with the Hawks. Trae Young is now with the Mavericks. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the 2019 draft, Luka Doncic got traded for Trae Young, which made Luka Doncic to go to the Mavericks and Trae Young to go to the Hawks. Luka Doncic was originally drafted by the Hawks, and Trae Young was originally drafted by the Mavericks, but they decided to make a trade in the middle of the draft. Now, these guys were not late first-round picks. They were top 7 picks. So it has turned out very well for the Hawks and the Mavericks, but we're going to see what happens if Trae Young was with the Mavericks and Luka Doncic was with the Hawks. Remember, these are 2 point guards, and so it doesn't really do anything to teams, but for the Mavericks, they lose 7 overalls and an MVP. Sure, this is what the starting lineup looks like with Trae Young, and this is what the bench looks like. I don't know what rotation they're going to be in. That's not my thing. All right, it's about been 50 games of the season, and look at the Hawks record. 37-13. And if you look at the Mavs, they're only 22-29. This is what the playoffs are looking like in the West. Now, they're actually really close. They're probably in the play-in right now. If you look at the Hawks are the 1 seed. So, Luka, DeJounte Murray, that insane tall backcourt, and they have Clint Capella and John Collins in the front court. It's insane. Look at this Hawks team put in work. I won't be surprised if they make a deep playoff run. Well, Luka joins a new team, but it doesn't matter. He wins MVP with the Hawks, and he's the most valuable player. Powell wins Rookie of the Year. Bobby Portis wins Sixth Man. He wasn't starting. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Cade Cunningham wins Most Improved. Averages 25 points a game. Willie Green wins Coach of the Year. And, of course, Luka is first team All-NBA. Trae Young actually makes it All-NBA second team. He jumps up 2 overalls after the trade. And Luka only jumps up 1. And as you see, the Mavericks, they don't make it, but the Hawks are actually the 1 seed. We're going to simulate the plan. This is versus the Cavaliers. Hawks versus Cavaliers for the Hawks. And look who's starting now, AJ Griffin. You know, the weaklings, AJ Griffin and Karis LeVert. The small forward position for both teams are looking pretty weak, but every other position is looking pretty good. But I think the Cavs have a better team than the Hawks. But let's see what happens. Cleveland takes a 2-0 lead. Hawks take a game. Hawks take another game. Can Luka do it? Luka goes on to the next round. And the Hawks are facing Boston, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Al Horford, who might not be on the team anymore. They might have traded him. They have also Robert Williams, Time Lord, and for the point guard, Marcus Smart. So Marcus Smart might give Luka problems. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart. And AJ Griffin's going to have a lot of problems, definitely. But will Luka dominate? Let's see the box score for all these games. This is box score game 1 for the Hawks. Luka scores 34 in game 1 as they lose with Clint Capella. And a lot of players scoring over 20, but just couldn't get the job done. Game 2, Luka has a 54-point triple-double has 10 threes, and they still lost. They still lost when Luka scored 54 points. He did everything. And then Luka scores 39. And John Collins also has a big game too. But Luka missed, all of his missed shots were three-pointers. So that means he didn't miss a shot inside the three-point line. Because, he missed 10 shots, which is, he also missed 10 threes. Next game, Luka has another triple-double. Still has 39 points, but John Collins also put in work for the Hawks too. But Luka Doncic, 39 points, 16 rebounds, 12 assists. Also had 4 steals and only missed 8 shots. Game 5, the Hawks win again. They actually won the last 4 games. Look at Luka getting a double-double here. Only missed 6 threes, missed 12 shots. John Collins also putting in work, and DeJounte Murray as the second leading scorer. AJ Griffin has been really averaged 10 points a game in the series. Luka has 46 points and 10 assists and 5 steals versus the Cavaliers in Game 5. And in Game 6, Luka ends it on a triple-double with DeJounte Murray helping him out. And the Hawks won by 17. Just look at that stat line by Luka. Absolutely insane. And the Celtics are up next. And we already saw their team. So let's simulate to the next round. And Boston takes a game, but the Hawks are up 2-1. Can they make it 3-1? It's 3-2. It is Boston came back and won! Boston came back and beat Luka. So the Hawks, I tried ending the simulation. It wouldn't work. But the Hawks, look at them. They're getting eliminated here. The 1 and 2 seed got eliminated in Game 7. Actually, no, sorry. The 2 seed won. Okay, well, what we didn't do is we didn't check the Mavericks. We didn't check what they did. They went 35-47. I haven't really done this in a while, so Trae Young actually won 1 Player of the Week of the Western Conference. You see Luka just dominating that. NBA records, I don't think anybody did anything this year. But box score, Luka had a triple-double in Game 7. But look at Luka's stats. It looked like the Hawks could have won. Look at all these stats for these games. Of course, they lost, so not really much to go over for a loss. Oh my gosh. In Game 5, look at it. 18 assists. 18 assists. It's pretty crazy. Jason Tatum dropped 54 in Game 6 to keep the series alive. Luka dropped 38. And we already saw that Luka had a triple-double, but it wasn't enough to beat the Celtics. Trae Young not that good of a year with the Mavericks record-wise, but he had a pretty dang good year with the Mavericks. You see, 36 points. Only had 2 rebounds, of course. That's usually what he usually does. He gets into the 50, 40, 90 club. So that is pretty fire. 1 steal per game and also had 11 assists. Even though he had this team, he still ended up getting 11 assists and 36 points. He definitely carried his team. But we still have 1 more year, guys. Can the Mavericks step it up? Well, it looks like the Mavericks didn't really get anybody. They got George's name. Looks like they just got a bunch of guys from free agency just to fill out their roster. Let's go to the Mavericks. Did they get anybody? No, they did not. They didn't do anything. And of course, they looks like they just got guys that were from free agency just to fill their roster. This is what the lineups look like. This is the same as last year for the Hawks. And I think it's not the same for the Mavericks this year. As they put in Josh Green. my mistake if Josh Trae wasn't there before. It's definitely been a fun video to make. Trae Young averaged 36 points last year, 11 assists, and Luka Doncic, we all know, triple-double MVP with the the Hawks last year. He's got his nice buddy DeJounte Murray in the backcourt with him. Luka's so close to a 99. I won't be surprised if he is at a 99 at the end of the season. Let's see, can the Mavericks make a playoff game, or will they be stopped again? It is the trade deadline, and the Hawks are 45-11. Oh my gosh, Luka must be having an insane season. Well, the Mavericks are barely over 500. They're only 2 games over 500, and they just lost to the Lakers. But let's see how Trae Young's doing, as he's a 93 overall now. He is averaging 36 points. He's basically doing what he did last year. He's doing 50, 40, 90, and he's a great shooter, of course. But Luka is now 99, and he's averaging only 32 points, but he's averaging a triple-double. And maybe Trae Young sneaks and gets an MVP, but it looks like his role players here and his good players, Gabe Vincent, they drafted this guy who has, actually they didn't draft him, they traded for him. Gabe Vincent, who I bet they just signed for a roster spot. They look like they have a pretty good team. This team is pretty good, while the Mavericks really has never had a great team around their best player. This is what the rotation is looking like now. And Christian Wood is not starting anymore. And Georges Niang and Georges Niang and DeMarcus Cousins are now starting for the Mavericks. And they're not looking too good. But you see the Hawks, look at them. They're dominating. AJ Griffin, 11 points a game. DeJounte Murray averaging 20. Okongwu probably putting in work in games. John Collins doing amazing. It's really been around this forever. But the Hawks are 45-11. The Mavericks are 29-27. But let's check the team status and what the playoffs are looking like right now. Look at the Hawks. They're going to get the 1 seed probably. And the Mavericks, they're actually the 4th seed in the playoffs right now. Can they make a nice playoff run? I don't know if they can, but they're over 500. And yeah, maybe they can make a playoff run. But the Hawks are looking like they're the best team in the league. Okay, guys, this is the first time. Oh my gosh. I think I've ever seen not Luka win MVP. What the heck? Luka wins it. Stu Henderson wins Rookie of the Year. Vucevic, Giannis again. He almost won. He could have won MVP. And Nasri wins Most Improved. The Mavericks and the Hawks. I think both of them made the playoffs. But Luka and Trae, they both make All-NBA first team. This is Trae stats. He could, if he got just maybe a couple more steals and a couple more rebounds, he might have won it. But he averages 36. Well, Luka only averages 32, and he doesn't even end on a triple-double. The Hawks are the 1 seed. They are always 1 seed when you have a Luka. The Hawks in real life are doing really good too. All right, so you see the Mavericks here. Their matchup. This is their team. They have another guy, Lindy Waters III. Hold on, let me go and see who they're facing. But after that, let's do this first. Yeah, let's just do this. And this is what the Bulls are facing the Hawks. This is what the Bulls are looking like. They changed. Don't know why Vucevic is on the bench, though. Kind of weird. Enes Freedom is taking his place, I guess. And the Mavericks. I'll just simulate that. Mavericks are facing the Ja Morant Grizzlies. They also have Desmond Bane I think they're going to lose this probably. I think they can. Let's simulate the round. And the Grizzlies are up 3-0. And the Grizzlies don't sweep them. And we see the Hawks sweep the Bulls, and the Mavericks almost came back. But we have the same matchup as last year. Boston versus Atlanta. We see the Mavericks are eliminated. We have Atlanta versus Boston. I bet they have the same team as last year. Just, yep, same exact team as last year. And can they pull it off this time? Can they win this time? They're going to simulate round. Hawks take a game. Hawks take another game. Hawks are 3-1 last year, too. And look at this. It's 3-2 on the series. Let's simulate with Simcast. Hawks take a lead in the third quarter. It's now the fourth. And I think the Celtics are not going to come back. I think the Hawks can pull it out, and they are. John Collins scored 36. Luka, 17 assists and 17 points. Almost had a triple-double. They have the greatest game, though. We have Game 7 like last year. This time the Hawks are at home. Hawks are up 9 the third quarter. This is a defensive game. Can the Hawks pull it out, though? Less than 10-point game. The Celtics are coming back. Oh, my gosh. 48 seconds. We're jumping in, boys. The Hawks win 65-17. You can see the coach of the year is Nate McMillan, which is the Hawks coach. Which I kind of forgot. That's why I didn't announce it. The Hawks win 65-17, which was absolutely crazy. I hate that this takes forever, but it's actually fun at the same time. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We just hit 1.5k subs like 2 days ago, and now we're at 1.52. One sub away to 1.53. Might actually be at it right now. But make sure to sub. Make sure to like. I'm doing a lot of 2K videos. And yeah, let's see what happens. We cannot. This camera angle, not it. We gotta play. We're not playing, of course. 2K camera angle. And here we go. Hawks have the ball. They're up. You can easily give it up to Luka. Luka. He's going to go with a move. He's going to make that, right? Look at that. Luka Doncic putting in the shot. Luka makes it. And there has to be a timeout, which we can easily just end that. Player of the game, is this probably? Yep, Luka, of course. Luka is always the player of the game. Even though he's missed 14 shots and only 21 points. Let's see what the Celtics can do, though. Jason Tatum's open. Doesn't take it. Tatum's going to get a layup. And it's going to be a foul. Going to the line. Here's Jason Tatum. This can get him 30, and he does. 30 and 10 for Jason Tatum. 30 points, 10 rebounds for JT. Jason Tatum hits it. Look at that. 2-point game again. Luka, is he going to put the dagger in the Celtics in front of his home crowd? Can he do it? Luka loses his dribble, gives it to DeJounte Murray, who has a screen by John Collins. Murray gonna go to the line! And he's gonna have a chance to make this, again, a 2-possession game. And DeJounte Murray is gonna go to the line. Would you look at that? Murray for his free throw is money. A nice swoosh. Murray for his second free throw. And it is good. Celtics call another timeout, and that's their last timeout, actually. If you like the video, like it up. Let's see if we can get 25 likes on this video. We usually destroy that. We usually get 40 likes on these type of videos, which is pretty crazy. A lot of videos have done very good. Yeah, I just appreciate all you guys. Jaylen Brown has it, gives it to Brogdon, back to Tatum. Tatum's open, and he's going to make it. 2-point game. They're gonna have to foul, but they're gonna have to. They don't give it to Luka. They do not give it to Luka. What are they doing? If DeJounte Murray misses this, the Celtics have a chance. DeJounte Murray is perfect from the line. Look at this. Murray hits the free throw, and the Celtics do not have any timeouts. Jason Tatum has to hit a 3. Or maybe Gallinari. He's going to shoot the 3. He's going to miss it. The Hawks are going to win this game. Luka Doncic is going to put the dagger. Robert Williams just got fouled out. Luka misses it. Luka misses it. I don't think it's going to matter. Luka greens that one. He missed the first. And look at that. Celtics lose versus the Hawks at home. And the Hawks come back in the series to win. That was pretty crazy. We saw Luka miss a free throw, actually. We actually saw Luka miss a free throw. But let's get on to the conference championship. I know that's not what it's called, but the Eastern Conference Finals. You get it. All right. The Hawks are facing the Cavaliers. And again, like the first round last year, they faced the same exact opponent, the same exact team, but the Cavs are way better this year. Hawks take game 2 and 1. Are they going to sweep the Cavs? No, they're not, but they're going to go to the finals. The Atlanta Hawks are facing a team that eliminated the Mavericks. We already saw the Grizzlies. So we're going to simulate the round. Let's see what happens. 1-1. 2-1. Are the Grizzlies going to stun them? Look at this. The Grizzlies are up 3-1. Hawks are at home. Grizzlies are up. Not by much, though. Hawks can come back. Grizzlies. Are they going to pull this away? It's a 3-point game, and we're jumping into another one. We are jumping into another one, boys. Oh my gosh, what a game. What a video also. Sheesh, look at this. Look at the Hawks losing 3-1 in the series and losing by 3 points in this fourth quarter. And if they lose, they're done for the year. And that's also the end of the video. Luka has definitely done way better than Trae Young and has actually led his team. But let's do on this angle. Let's see what it looks like. Luka going. Luka Doncic. Layup. Oh, and one! And Ja's fouled out! Ja Morant is fouled out. Luka, if he hits this. Luka missed his first free throw last time. But can Luka do it this time? Luka. Got it. Timeout, Grizzlies. Ja Morant is fouled out. So they have to go with Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bane. If they put Zaire Williams in the game, they might have to put him in his hands, but they might go for a paint shot and give it to Steven Adams. But player of the game is Ja Morant. You saw he had 37 points. He killed it. And he has 31 points a game. There's so many players that could have won MVP. Desmond Bane, midi, over DeJounte Murray. It's no good. Luka's got it. Luka going down the court. Alec Burks on him. It's kind of weird. Burks is playing point guard after the foul out by Ja Morant. And look at this. Last shot for Luka. The Hawks. Got it! Got it! Got it! What a shot by Luka Doncic, and he's clutch. Luka Doncic might have just saved the season unless a crazy shot just happened. That's crazy. I'm going to put this on Hall of Fame. I don't know if that does anything. If it does something, then would I be necessarily cheating? No. But let's see what happens. They put their shooters in. They give it to Kennedy Chandler. Who's going to put it up? He's going to miss it! Hawks win Game 5! Huge win for the Atlanta Hawks. And they're going to be going to Memphis to try to win Game 6. And let's see if they can win Game 6. If you can hear sounds, that's just me playing on my basketball hoop. And if you have a basketball hoop, play it. Make 3 shots real quick. You can be any shot you want. If you have a basketball hoop in your room. And let's get to this game. Actually, I almost screwed up there. Accidentally press simulate round. Nothing happened though. Let's see what happens. Luka and the Hawks are up by a lot. But look at the Grizzlies. They come back and take the lead. Are the Grizzlies gonna pull it out? Are the Grizzlies gonna do it? It is a 2-point game and a 3-point game with 28 seconds. The Hawks were up by 20 heading into the second half. What the heck happened? Make 3 shots, y'all. Make 3 anywhere you want. If you have a basketball hoop, if you don't, and everything is dying. All right, we got a game to announce. Why did I say announce? It is announce. But let's see what happens. It is the Hawks. Goga Badakti is in the game. Luka has to make a 3 to tie the game. I bet Ja Morant's having an insane game. Luka. He can shoot this if he wants. No, he can't anymore. Luka's gonna make it. Luka's gonna hit the 3. No, he doesn't. Ja Morant going down the court and he's fouled. The Grizzlies, the 5-seed Grizzlies, might have just won the game after that Luka miss. Ja Morant makes it 4-point game after that. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. The Hawks, who were the 1 seed, won 65 games, made it to the finals. If Ja Morant makes this, and he does, timeout Hawks, they still have 3 timeouts. So maybe if Luka gets a quick 3, and then maybe you foul Steven Adams, something like that, or you foul the center, and they miss 2 free throws, Hawks still have a chance. Luka's got to shoot a quick 3, though. And I bet Ja Morant is going to get player of the game, like usual. And yes, he does. Ja Morant. More, and more Morant. Ja Morant has been dominating. Luka, they gave it to him. Luka, quick 3. Missed it, and it's over. The Atlanta Hawks lose the NBA Finals. Oh my gosh. They lose the NBA Finals after a couple of missed 3s by Luka to actually 2, which could have been clutch. But the Memphis Grizzlies are NBA champions for the 2nd year. Hopefully, maybe you wanted the Hawks to win this. But who were you rooting for to win a championship? Trae Young with the Mavs or Luka Doncic with the Hawks? I definitely went with Luka Doncic with the Hawks, as of course we're just saying the Grizzlies celebrate like crazy here. But Luka Doncic is definitely one of my favorite players, and this video was definitely fun to make. Definitely fun to watch all these good players facing against each other and doing this challenge. Put a challenge in the premiere. This is the final box score for the Hawks. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and be part of the Go Game. Make sure to comment down below or put in the premiere if there is no comments. More ideas that you want me to do. I already have an idea that I want to do tomorrow to show you guys. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to be a part of the Go Game. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.